So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how part-time students, or what the requirements are for part-time students to get a job, or what are the requirements when you get a job as an international student in Mauritius. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I have been getting loads of questions about how to work and how to study at the same time, if it's possible, what the requirements are, and so on. So if it's something you are interested in, please make sure you stick around and let's get right into this video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Theodosia. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, you know the drill. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you comment, and if you haven't subscribed at this point, make sure you subscribe. So in this video, I'm trying to get up to 100 likes. I'm trying not to be too ambitious yet. So if you're watching this video and this video hasn't gotten up to 100 likes, please make sure you hit the like button, and let's get right into this video. So to start off, as a student in Mauritius, you will be under a student visa or a student permit, which means you kind of have like a resident permit. A resident permit is basically someone who is resident in a country, a foreigner resident in a country. So you are a resident for a certain period of time. Course duration is 1 year, 3 years, 2 years, and things like that. So it will be stated on your visa. As a student, basically you would be able to work for 20 hours per week, and that is because you would need to go to school. You have classes, you have exams, you have coursework, and you have a certain responsibility to school, to attend classes and to be able to be a student so that you can graduate, successfully. And that sole responsibility you have to give to school, in as much as getting a job and working can also be tasking. You would need to be able to prioritize going to school and giving that set time to your school is very, very important, because you wouldn't want that at the end of the day you get a job, you are not able to work, or you're not able to go to classes, and then you flunk out of school, and then your visa gets revoked, and then you have to go back to your country. We don't want that happening. So if you see me looking down, please, I'm looking down on my phone because I've made a few pointers for you guys. The second thing is, you don't necessarily have to change your permit first to a work permit or an occupational permit before you can get a job or before you start working. So far you have a student visa, you'll be able to work, and this happens all the time. You would be able to work with your student visa with the stipulated hours of 20 hours per week. Now, except the company that wants to employ you says they would want to change your visa to a work visa, then it's completely fine. But there is no certain requirement for you to change your visa to a work permit before you would be able to get a job and work. So now, international students above the age of 18 will be able to work in Mauritius and school at the same time without any problems. And then if you are under 18, or if you're under 18 and you are looking for a job opportunity, or looking to get a job, you would possibly need a letter from your guardian or your parents stating that whatever it is they want to state, but basically stating that they have given you permission to work and it wouldn't affect your studies. Basically just giving permission. Most jobs you'll be able to get are internships, and that's for white collar jobs, and that is based on the industry you're looking for and based on your experience. So if you've had prior experience, you might get a semi full-time job, but it will still be within the 20 hours per week. The internship, the only thing is that the internship might pay lower than the regular, kind of jobs. And then you can also, look at other jobs. It doesn't have to be a white collar job. You could look at getting a job in a restaurant. You could look at getting a job somewhere else, a restaurant, a food court, a supermarket. There are loads of international students who also have that kind of opportunity if it's something you are interested in. Just to get money by and just to put money in your pocket and make sure money comes in at the end of the month, because bills are here to stay. Okay? Employers are required to pay not less than the minimum wage. I checked the minimum wage earlier and it's about 9,000 to 10,000 rupees. But there's a slight problem with that, and that is because some companies, when they employ you based on, let's say, an internship, they might not want to pay you the minimum wage. So what they do is they pay you based on a stipend. So they could say, okay, we are offering you a stipend of, let's say 5,000 rupees or 6,000 rupees, which is now below the minimum wage, but it's not basically a salary. They are giving you stipends. When I say stipends, I will put it in category of travel allowance, feeding, and things like that. So you are being paid at least for something. And over time, with what I have been able to understand in this country is that within, let's say, 6 to 8 months or a year, depending on your agreement with the company, when they are employing you, your salary tends to increase over time based on your evaluation and your performance in that company. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, let's move forward. With companies who still pay above the minimum wage or minimum wage exactly, they still tend to add travel allowance, maybe insurance, and maybe one or two other things based on the company. It's not every company that would offer this. So just so you have it in mind, maybe when you're negotiating or when it comes on the table, basically, And then there is one key thing for you to notice. There is a possibility for you to change your visa from a student visa to a work visa, and I will explain shortly. What that means is that over time, while you're still working there, based on your performance, there is a tendency for you to, or there's a tendency for the employers or the company to want to change your visa to a work visa, and that means you will be able to work, let's say, there for the next 3 years or whatever clause they attach to it. And there is no clause that says that you would have to change your student permit first before you are able to work in this country. No. And that is only on exceptions where a company would ask you or would want to change your permit to a work permit before you are employed or while you are employed. And that only means that you are now required to work more than the 20 hours per week, which means that your priorities now have then shifted from school to work, in quotes. Guys, please make sure you put it in the comment section, and please make sure you guys ask me reasonable questions so I can answer you reasonably. Please do not ask me questions that I have already spoken about in this video or in my previous video. Please and please and please, I am begging you. I've also answered a few questions in my answering questions about answering your questions about Mauritius. I'm gonna put it up here. Please make sure you check it out. Make sure you put a comment. Make sure you share it to someone who is thinking of getting a job in Mauritius or studying in Mauritius as well. I hope you found this helpful. As always, my name is Theodosia, and I will see you guys in my next video.